What is up guys, and welcome back to another Classic WoW Season of Mastery video. So with Season of Mastery, or Classic Fresh, being right around the corner, open beta starting October 5th, which is probably going to be today based on when I'm releasing this video. I'm recording it one day in advance, but I don't think I'll be able to upload it right now, so it's coming out the day that the open beta is coming out. And I'm just gonna say this, they are not done announcing changes to Classic Fresh just yet. A lot of people seem to be either unhappy or very happy about these changes, and I'm just going to tell you they're not done announcing changes. They are doing the open beta to gather feedback regarding the changes that they have already implemented, but also to get feedback on additional changes that people want. So based on that, you need to use the beta to get the changes that you want. Leave comments on YouTube videos, like seriously, leave a comment right now under this video and let me know which changes they haven't announced yet that you want to see in Classic Fresh. Make Reddit posts about it, upvote Reddit posts that you agree with, comment on the WoW forums, and basically just do all of it, just be vocal. The developers do listen, and unfortunately, in order to get the changes that you want, you need to be vocal about it, and if people agree with you and upvote your comments, that's good. The more upvotes you get, the more traction it will get, and the more likely Blizzard are to see it, and if they see a comment asking for example, cheaper respec costs, and it has 15,000 likes on it, they are probably going to add that to the game. So basically, even if you're unhappy with the changes right now, don't discard the game just yet. Make sure you try it out during the open beta, try out the changes, and make feedback based on the changes that you feel you want to have in the game itself. Try the changes they are doing on the beta, and also ask yourself which changes that you would want to see. Personally, I have a small list and I'll be going over them later in the video, but before we do that, let's just talk about the changes that we know are happening as of right now. So the first one is faster leveling. This will be similar to the TBC leveling experience, and as of right now they are focusing on increasing the experience gained from questing. So what I mean by this is they are doing faster leveling similar to the values of TBC leveling experience, so it's going to be roughly 20 to 30% faster, and as of right now they are only focusing on experience gained from questing. The way they phrase this is a bit difficult, so they're either increasing the experience gained from questing, or they might also just be reducing the amount of experience you need per level, but they said they are mainly focusing on questing to kind of combat dungeon grinding and mage boosting, so it's primarily going to be changing to get more experience from quests, which I think is definitely a good thing, makes the open world more valued, yeah, so more people will do open world questing and leveling in the open world rather than being closed off inside dungeons, and the world itself will feel more alive. The second change we know about is more difficult raiding content by increasing boss health, increasing mechanics damage, and restoring old mechanics and potentially adding the new ones, or adding some new mechanics. Now this one I'm planning to go a bit more in depth on in a future video to cover all of the old mechanics that they might potentially restore, even though a lot of them are secretive or haven't been in the patch notes, so they might be a bit difficult to get to, but we'll see what we can do, and basically they're making raiding content more difficult by giving the bosses more health first of all. They will also deal more damage, so you need more healing, and also restoring old mechanics, and some of these old mechanics makes fire resistance in Molten Core even more relevant, and will also deal a lot more damage, so both fire resistance and also greater fire protection potions. Next one, summoning stones will be appearing outside instances, making it possible to summon people without needing a warlock. This one is really good, just a quality of life change in general. It's still, being a warlock is still relevant, you can give people health stones, but you don't need to be a warlock to summon people, so if you're a warlock, you don't need to spend half an hour outside the raid to farm summoning shards, or yeah, to farm those shards. Now you can just farm the shards for health stones instead, and you can summon people without needing the warlock. The next one, mining and herbalism nodes are increased. Increasing herbalism and mining nodes will already provide massive changes to the economy of the game, making Black Lotus more accessible, and therefore probably cost less gold in Season of Mastery than in OG Classic WoW, and arcane crystals will also be a lot cheaper with an increased amount of mining veins available, as long as the drop rate stays the same or is increased, based on them stating that herbalism and mining nodes will be increased, rather than specifically mentioning Black Lotus, my guess is that all of the gatherable spawns will be increased, also meaning you will find more Grum's Blood, Mountain Silver Sage, and Ice Caps as well, meaning consumables in general will be cheaper to craft. Blizzard also said they will be watching mage boosting in the open beta, and they're considering fixing that as well in one way or another, and for my in-depth point of view on that topic, I will leave a link to my mage boosting in Classic Fresh video that I made yesterday in the description down below, so please go and check that one out if you're interested in mage boosting. Aside from that, here's some more changes that I would like to see. The first one is increased raid loot drops. With a 12-month cadence in Season of Mastery and new content being released every 2 months, we simply need to get more gear drops from raids in order for raiding to feel more rewarding. Basically, if we have the same raid loot drops as we did in Classic WoW, almost no one is going to have their Neltharian's tier from BWL before the next raid comes out, and it's just going to feel very bad because you only have a 12-month cadence, new content being released every 2 months, and there's so many best-in-slot items that you can only get one of every single week, and they don't even have a 100% drop chance. So personally, I want to see twice as much raid loot drop inside raids, so just increase it by twice as much. Next one, dual spec or reduced respec costs. This one is to allow healers and tanks to use their DPS specs more frequently, and likewise allowing DPSers to actually heal or tank a dungeon or two without actually feeling like they get punished by the respec cost. Next one, official hardcore / Ironman servers, where characters automatically get deleted upon death. Just one of those servers per region would be awesome, and right now the Classic Hardcore community is pretty much the only people keeping Classic era relevant, and giving us these types of servers could ensure long-time success, plus it just gives regular players something else to do in terms of progress rather than just focusing on endgame 24/7. Next up, botting needs to be handled better. Botting destroyed Classic WoW in so many different ways. There were botting operations for PvP to saturate the ranks by basically having botters or botting characters running to an enemy graveyard, killing themselves over and over again or getting someone else to do it for them, and automatically releasing at the graveyard, taking 2 steps forward, getting killed, respawning, and doing that on repeat. There were botting for gold farming, and there were botting for leveling. Blizzard either needs to work on some dedicated anti-cheat or hire active GMs. I know this won't happen, but I'll mention it anyway. Next up, the honor system. Although the Classic WoW honor system is iconic for its time, times are changing, and I don't think anyone wants to relive the Classic WoW honor system and go through that rank 14 grind once again. Give us rated battlegrounds where getting to rank 14 requires skill, not just time investment. With an updated rating requirement system, it would be possible to get to rank 14 without quitting your job and divorcing your wife. Aside from that though, the main point of this video is that you need to be vocal about the changes that you want to see in Classic Fresh, and doing so by leaving comments on YouTube videos, WoW forum posts and Reddit posts as well. Make your own post as well and just be very vocal about everything that you want to be changed for Classic Fresh. Use the open beta to test out the changes that we already have, and ask for additional changes as well. Personally, I'm really looking forward to Classic Fresh, and it looks like the developers are really listening to player feedback when it comes to changes that we want to see for Classic Fresh, so I think it's going to be a good time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Once again, leave a comment down below about which changes you want to see in Classic Fresh. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.